Tonight, Oklahoma State University Theater and the Ocalee Media Group bring you The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, inspired by Orson Welles' Mercury Theater radio production and adapted for you tonight by our OSU Theater Company, featuring music by the Red Dirt Rangers. Next month, we bring you fun for the whole family with Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. And now, the Red Dirt Rangers.
It's the Red Dirt Radio Hour. It's the Red Dirt Radio Show. It's the Red Dirt Radio Hour. Kick on back and let the good times roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Cooper from the Red Dirt Rangers, bringing you tonight's Red Dirt Radio Hour from Stillwater, Oklahoma, the birthplace of Red Dirt music. This portion of the show is brought to you by the Red Dirt Relief Fund, helping Oklahoma music people in times of critical need since 2011. Go to reddirtrelieffund.org for more information. And to get the show started, everybody, we want to do a classic song written by the great Jimmy LaFay from right here in Stillwater, done by my band Red Dirt Rangers, Red Dirt Roads at Night. Take it away, boys.
Sand. My heart still lies at almost windswept plains where poor dirt farmers used to pray for rain. But one thing I miss, you know that I like, riding down those red dirt roads at night. I'm talking about the Oklahoma kind. Payne County girls always look so fine, crossing section lines and feel alright. Head back to those pretty Stillwater lights. The one thing I miss, you know that I like, riding down those red dirt roads at night. Riding down those red dirt roads at night. Trying to lose the Oklahoma blues. Riding down those red dirt roads at night. A six-pack by my side and a bottle of wine. Oh, sweet baby, you look so fine. One thing I miss, you know that I like, riding
Hey, Stilly, we have some fun for you tonight, man. During the current pandemic, we can't listen to music or enjoy theater in person, but we can get together and listen to the radio. So tonight, I have some guest disc jockeys joining me, and we're going to play some of Red Dirt's greatest hits. I'd like to hand you off to some friends of mine, local student radio show, Daily Dirt.
Hey everybody, how's it stillin' in Stillwater? We're live here and you guessed it, Stillwater, Oklahoma. I'm Hannah Duncan.
I'm Chloe Miller.
And this is Daily Dirt.
We have our good friend Junior Prescott here in the studio with us tonight. Say hi, JP.
Hey, everyone.
Hey,
JP.
JP here broke the world record for breaking the most records.
Whoa, that must be a lot of records. How many did you break?
We ended up counting 79.
That's insane.
I know.
Well, what kind of records did you break?
Just whatever I could find. Like, there were some jazz records, rock and roll, R&B.
Wait, what?
Oh, you know, I had a real rough day and just started snapping our records in half to release some pressure.
Oh, so like music records.
Yeah, I broke a lot of them.
We definitely thought you meant like world records.
Oh, no, they were literal records.
Well, that was going to be the whole segment.
Well, we have a lot of extra airtime. Shall we play some music?
JP broke all the records, so I don't...
We got all those Red Dirt Rangers records.
Yeah, this is Stillwater. Let's play Red Dirt. This one's for you, John.
I love to bite. I used to howl at the moon all night, but since I met you, it's a doggone shame. I'm just a dog on a chain. I used to run all over town. I was busy just making my rounds. Well, now I'm standing in a pouring rain. I'm just a dog on a chain. Someday I'm going back to the farm to find a brand new good luck charm. Call me crazy, call me insane. I'm just a dog on a chain. I'm just a dog on a chain. This old doghouse ain't no home. I need a new place to bury my bone. I hear the whistle of a gravy train. Ow! I'm just a dog on a chain. Someday I'm going back to the farm. I'll find a brand new good luck charm. Call me crazy, call me insane. I'm just a dog on a chain. I'm just a dog on a chain. I met you, it's a doggone shame. I'm just a dog on a chain. I'm just a dog on a chain. I'm just a dog on a chain.
Thanks, Coop. That was great.
Psst, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. On this very night in the early years of the 20th century, 32 million people were listening in on radios just like y'all. Ooh!
Since the dawn of radio, as we sent frequency waves out into the universe, we thought no one was listening. Ooh.
But they were listening.
What are you two doing?
It's Halloween. We're doing War of the Worlds.
You know, the old radio thing with H.G. Wells and Orson Welles and all that. People believed it was true. Panicked, pooped themselves.
Just go with it, Chloe. Our world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than humankind and yet just as mortal. We now know that as human beings busied themselves about their various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied, perhaps almost as nearly as a man with a microscope might scrutinize the transient creatures that swarm and multiply in a drop of water.
With infinite complacency, people went to and fro over the earth and about their little affairs, serene in the assurance of their dominion over this small spinning fragment of solar driftwood, which by chance or design man had inherited out of the dark mystery of time and space.
Yet, across an immense ethereal gulf, minds that are to our minds as ours are to the beasts in the jungle, intellects vast, cool, and unsympathetic, regarded this earth with envious eyes and slowly but surely drew their plans against us.
It's the end of October. Business is better. Maybe we're getting used to isolation and taking precautions. More folks are back at work, and Chick-fil-A has dined again. Maybe things are getting back to normal. A calm before the storm.
Okay, we are going to get sued. I still don't know what we're doing.
It's okay. It's public domain.
No. Now we take you to the farm here in Stillwater, Oklahoma to hear the music of John Cooper and the Red Dirt Rangers.
Grandpa hopped the freight train and came up from Louisiana. He'd heard about the oil patch and the gold under the land. He left behind his ma and pa when he was just 15. Came to Oklahoma to chase a wildcat dream. Black gold, running through his veins. Black gold, but this land won't be the same. Men came here from everywhere back in the days of old to hunt, scratch out in the patch, looking for black gold. He started as a roughneck soon as he arrived, then became a driller in 1925. He met a girl in Cornwall and took her for a wife. I don't think my grandma knew about an old man's life. Black gold, running through his veins. Black gold, but this land won't be the same. Men came here from everywhere back in the days of old to hunt, scratch out in the patch, looking for black gold. Oh, yeah! In Oklahoma ain't the way they used to be. The oil we get comes on a ship from far across the sea. Talk with them old men when their tales are told. You'll understand this prairie land was built upon black gold. Black gold, running through their veins. Black gold, but this land won't be the same. Men came here from everywhere back in the days of old to hunt, scratch out in the patch, looking for black gold. Well, to hunt, scratch out in the patch, looking for black gold.
That was some really gold Red Dirt music from the Red Dirt Rangers. What'd you think, Hannah?
Oh, so now you're letting me talk?
We are live.
Then you should not have stopped us, girl.
I thought we were pretty spooky,
Spooky,
scary,
Good
skeletons.
evening, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the farm, the birthplace of Red Dirt music, where you are hearing Red Dirt music from the Red Dirt Rangers. Let's kick up some more Red Dirt with another Red Dirt song.
President's in the White House, Congress on the Hill. Every time I turn around, they passed another bill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of patty-kicking music to bring you a special bulletin from KOSU. My buddy Skip Pearson is blowing up TikTok from the OSU Observatory with, quote, an astrological disturbance on the surface of Mars, unquote. We now return
And
to
now
our...
some more music. You guys are idiots.
They raised the price of tickets, put lights on Wrigley Field. It's the end of an era and the hell of a deal. We gotta turn this train around, boys. We gotta turn this train around. Somebody wake up the engineer. We gotta turn this train around. We gotta turn this train around, boys. We gotta turn this train around. We're running out of track, my friend. We gotta turn this train around. Somebody tell the brakeman. Somebody switch the signal. Somebody wake up the engineer. We gotta turn this train around.
Keeping an astronomical watch on any further disturbances occurring on the planet Mars. Due to the unusual nature of this occurrence, we have arranged an interview with the noted astronomer, grad student Pearson, who will give us his views on the event. In a few moments, we will take you to the Mendenhall Observatory in Stillwater,
Keep being
Oklahoma.
goofy, and I'll keep playing music.
Well, I've been up and I've been down. Been watching this world go around and around. I try to keep things simple, try to be a good man. I try to treat everybody as best as I can.
We are now ready to take you to Skip Pearson at the OSU Observatory to get an update on all the spookiness.
Who is Skip Pearson?
Oh, Pearson's a friend. He just graduated. He's super awkward, and it'll be really funny.
Oh, yeah, the telescope guy.
Guys and queens and everyone in between, just to let y'all know, Pearson is a very good friend of ours who just graduated, and boy, is he quite the guy.
He's pretty cool. Let's call him.
Wait, I don't know. He's super shy.
Pearson
and
should be on the line right now. Pearson?
Oh,
Hello, this is Pearson. To whom am I speaking?
JP, don't be mean.
Hey, Pearson. It's JP.
Oh, hey.
Pearson, you are live with Red Dirt Radio Hour with Daily Dirt.
Oh, hello.
So, Pearson, tell us about yourself for our listeners. We know you work at the Mendenhall Observatory.
Yeah, I do.
Don't be shy, dude. You ramble on about that place all the time. Are you working right now?
Yeah, I'm actually over there right now. I've been observing some recent changes on Mars's surface.
Did somebody say Mars?
Ooh, you see anything weird on Mars, Pearson?
Well, Mars is currently in opposition, which is when the planet is nearest to Earth, making it easier to observe right now. And we can see some distinct new ridges along the planet's surface.
Wait, ridges? Like ruffles?
What?
You know, ruffles, like the chips.
What's your favorite Ruffles flavor? Everyone sound off. I love sour cream and onion.
I like the hot ones.
You would. I like the barbecue ones. Pearson, what's your favorite?
I guess I like the baked cheddar ones. So, back to Mars. We don't know exactly how these ridges have formed, but I believe they may be the product of some sort of recent volcanic eruption, or perhaps a change in Martian weather patterns.
Wait, there's volcanoes on Mars?
So, how would you compare Mars weather to Earth weather?
Well, I don't really know anything about Earth weather.
Ah, but you know who does know about Earth weather? Our good friend and Oklahoma weather celebrity, Mike. Let's hop on over to Mike.
Thanks, Hannah. It's a beautiful October day here in Payne County. We have a high of 108 degrees and a low of 48. We do have some darker clouds coming in with some sort of intense electrical storm. But other than that, it's clear skies. Hey, you know what they say. If you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, just wait a minute. Back to you.
That was our weather guy, Mike. Thanks, Mike.
Hey, Pearson, do you think that maybe those ridges could have been caused by extraterrestrials?
Oh, yeah, maybe it was aliens.
I find that highly improbable, as there is yet to be any solid evidence of life on other planets.
Well, I know they're out there. Do you believe in aliens, Chloe?
No. Like, why would I?
You really think we're the only ones out there?
I hope we are.
Ooh, hey, we're getting some calls here. Ooh, this is multimedia journalism major Carla Phillips.
Oh, I love Carla. Hey.
Hey, Chloe. I've been listening in, and I have some questions for Pearson.
Go ahead, Miss Phillips.
Check this out. On Reddit 3 minutes ago, a seismic disturbance equivalent to a 4.8 earthquake.
Oh my god, 2020, am I right?
Hush.
Probably fracking.
But that's not all. Epicenter, Stillwater, Boomer Lake. Also, a second post. Green streaks are seen across the sky over the Mid-South. Pearson, could these two things possibly have something to do with the disturbances observed on the planet Mars?
I don't think so, Miss Phillips. This was probably a meteorite of unusual size, and its arrival at this particular time is merely a coincidence. I would hope Oklahoma authorities conduct a search as soon as daylight permits.
Thanks, Pearson. That is all.
That was Carla Phillips, and we're now back to Daily Dirt. Sending you on over to Red Dirt Radio Hour featuring music of the Red Dirt Rangers.
Somebody tell me what good it does to have a war. There's so many dying, and no one really knows what for. Well, I just stand back and let the powers play their games. But all the same, I'm coming home under the radar. Under the radar. Under the radar. Low and slow, I'm coming home under the radar.
Ladies and gentlemen, we made the Associated Press! Several international reports observing a total of 3 explosions on the planet Mars between the hours of 7:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This confirms earlier reports received from American observatories, including Mendenhall Observatory, here at Oklahoma State University.
Go Pokes!
I can't believe I'm friends with you too.
In more local news, it has been reported that at 8:50 p.m., a huge flaming object believed to be a meteorite fell on the Kitty Splash Pad at Boomer Lake in Stillwater, Oklahoma. We're an hour west of Tulsa for those listening from afar. The flash in the sky was visible within a radius of several hundred miles, and the noise of the impact was heard as far north as Ponca City. We have dispatched a special Ocali mobile unit to the scene, and we'll have our commentator, Carla Phillips, give you a report from Boomer Lake as soon as she can take a scooter over there.
Go Pokes!
I'm questioning my life choices. Let's take it back to John Cooper and the Red Dirt Rangers at the farm.
He was a psychedelic cowboy with a guitar for a gun. He came from San Antonio, started picking when he was young. We heard his songs on the radio, the music was in his
have a live report with Carla Phillips from Boomer Lake in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carla Phillips again, coming to you from Boomer Lake at the site of the impact here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Grad student Skip Pearson made it here by scooter and 11 miles from the observatory in 10 minutes. Well, I hardly know where to begin. To paint for you a picture of the strange scene before my eyes, like something out of a nightmare. I haven't had a chance to look around yet. I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing directly in front of me, half buried in, a vast pit. Must have struck with, terrific force. The ground is covered with splinters of what used to be the dock where it came down after skidding off the Smash Children's splash pad behind me. Oh, glad no kids were playing on that thing tonight. What I can see of the object itself, it doesn't look very much like a meteorite. At least not any pictures of meteorites I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. It has a diameter of about... What would you say, Pearson?
What's that?
What would you say? What is the diameter?
About 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the sheath is, well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. Oh, curious spectators now are pressing close to the object in spite of the efforts of OSUPD and Stillwater Police to keep them back. They're blocking my view. Would you mind standing to one side, please?
Ma'am, press needs to stand further back, please.
While the campus policemen are pushing the crowd back, here's Chad Gibson, new pledge of Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity, who happened to see the landing while setting up for the night's events. He may have some interesting facts to add. Chad, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember of this unusual visitor that dropped in on your tailgate? Step closer, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chad Gibson.
I had my AirPods in, right?
Closer and louder, please.
Huh?
Louder, please, and closer.
Sorry, bruh. Well, I was trying to get the right vibe for tonight, listening to my pops. And then they said something about a huge, I don't know, alien spaceship thing. I really wasn't listening, because I had to get the vibe.
Yes, Chad, and then what happened?
As I was saying, I was listening to this station, but I really didn't know what was going on, you know?
Yes, Chad, and then you saw something?
Nah, dude. This total 10 ran by. I thought they were nuts, and then I heard some hissing sound that really freaked me out. Like, so much, I wanted to call my mom, bro.
And what did you hear?
The hissing, man. Like this.
Okay. Well, oh. No? Yes. No.
Kind of like when we slash all the Delta's tires, you know?
Then what?
Well, I started looking around and would have swore I was tripping or like I was sloshed, bro. But I need to start my pregame, man.
Yes, okay?
I saw a kind of greenish streak and then boom! Something freaking smacked the ground. Almost knocked my hat right off, like no cap.
Well, were you frightened, Chad?
Nah, man. Chad Gibson? Scared? Impossible. On God, bro!
You tell him, Gibby.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you.
And you want to know what else?
No. That's quite all right. That's plenty. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard Chad, new pledge of the Pi Kappa Alpha, giving us, an enlightening recap of the event.
Carla, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you describe what is actually going on?
Seriously? I wish I could convey the atmosphere of this background, of this fantastic scene. Hundreds of cars are parked in a field in back of us. Police are trying to rope off the roadway leading to the lake, but it's no use. They're breaking right through. Cars' headlights throw an enormous spot on the pit where the object's half buried. Some of the more daring souls are now venturing near the edge. Their silhouettes stand out against the metal sheen. Apparently, Chad Gibson wants to touch the thing. He's having an argument with a policeman.
Don't tase me, bro.
Get down.
Oh, the policeman wins. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's something I haven't mentioned in all of this excitement, but now it's becoming more distinct. Perhaps you've caught it already on your radio. Listen. Do you hear it? It's a curious humming sound that seems to come from inside the object. I'll move the microphone nearer. Now, we're not more than 25 feet away. Can you hear it now? Oh, Pearson!
Yes, Miss Phillips?
Can you tell us the meaning of that scraping noise inside the thing?
Possibly the unequal cooling of its surface.
I see. Do you still think it's a meteorite, Pearson?
I don't know what to think. The metal casing is definitely extraterrestrial, not found on this Earth. Friction with the Earth's atmosphere usually tears holes in a meteorite. This thing is smooth and, as you can see, of a cylindrical shape.
Just a minute. Something's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, this is terrific. This end of the thing is beginning to pop off. The top is beginning to rotate like a screw. The thing must be hollow.
Keep back. Keep back, I tell you. Keep back.
It's red
Keep back. Keep those idiots back.
She's off!
Oh,
Look
stand
out
back.
there!
Stand back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most terrifying thing I have ever witnessed. Wait a minute. Someone's crawling out of the hollow top. Someone or something. I can see peering out of that black hole 2 luminous discs. Are they eyes? It might be a face. It might be, good heavens! Good heavens! Something's wriggling out of that shadow like a gray snake. Now it's another one and another. They look like tentacles. There! I can see the thing's body. It's large as a bear, and it glistens like wet leather. Oh, but that face, ladies and gentlemen, it's indescribable. I can hardly force myself to keep looking at it. The eyes are black and gleam like a serpent. The mouth is V-shaped with saliva dripping from its... I think those are lips that seem to quiver and pulsate. The monster, or whatever it is, can hardly move. It seems to be weighed down by possibly gravity or something. The thing's racing up! The crowd's retreating! This is the most extraordinary experience. I can't find words, but, I have to. I'll pull this microphone with me as I talk. I'll have to stop the description until I can take a new position. Hold on, will you please? I'll be...
Carla, please be careful. This is insane.
Oh, so now you care about Carla because the
I've
world
always
is
cared
end.
about Carla. You never care
from
about
day one,
anyone but this show. But yeah, I do all the
Okay,
writing. You do
I
all the
am just gonna play
art
some
all
music
night. I
while
have that
you
talent. You're the worst roommate ever.
I ain't never been anywhere long enough to say I stayed.
We're still trying to get Carla back on the line, but we've just been sent an audio recording from an abandoned phone found near what's left of Boomer Lake. We'll play this audio recording now live.
This is Captain Lansing of the 366 Military Police Company, attached to the Oklahoma Reserve Base at Boomer Lake, Stillwater. Situation arising from the reported presence of certain individuals of unidentified nature is now under complete control. The cylindrical object, which lies in a pit directly below our position, is surrounded on all sides by 8 battalions of infantry. Without heavy field pieces, but adequately armed with rifles and rocket launchers. We also have drones waiting to strike on command should things go south. All cause for alarm, if such cause ever existed, is now entirely unjustified. The things, whatever they are, do not even venture to poke their heads above the pit. I can see their hiding place plainly in the glare of the searchlights here. With all their reported resources, these creatures can scarcely stand up against our defenses. Anyway, it's an interesting outing for the troops. I can make out their regulation ACUs crossing back and forth in front of the lights. It almost looks like a real war. There appears to be some slight smoke in the woods bordering the creek. Probably a fire started by a fisherman. Well, we ought to see some action soon. One of the companies is deploying on the left flank. A quick thrust, and it'll all be over. Now, wait a minute. I see something on top of the cylinder. No, it's nothing but a shadow. Now, the troops are on the edge of the lake. Several companies closing in on an old metal tube. Wait, that wasn't a shadow. It's something moving. Solid metal. A kind of shield-like affair rising up out of the cylinder. It's going higher. Higher. Why, it's standing on legs. Actually rearing up on a sort of metal framework. Now it's reaching above the trees and the searchlights are on it. Hold on.
This is starting to freak me out.
This is like a real-life horror movie.
Hey, I think I got Carla back.
For those just joining us, we have been hearing eyewitness accounts from the Boomer Lake incident. From Ocali reporter Carla Phillips. We temporarily lost her, but thankfully she is safe and back on the line. Carla, where are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, am I on? Ladies and gentlemen, I have moved locations after being pushed back by police and state troopers. I am now right outside the ever-loved Willie Saloon here on the Strip. From here, I get a sweep of the whole scene. I'll give you every detail for as long as I can talk and as long as I can see. Stillwater police have arrived here as crowds are forming on the Strip. Apparently, plenty of students are taking this incident as an excuse to celebrate. OSU police are asking bargoers to evacuate the Strip as soon as possible and avoid gathering in large numbers. The crowd seems to be asking why they have to evacuate and pushing back against the police orders. Here's the sheriff now I observed at Boomer Lake. Sheriff Dean, we saw you conferring with someone back at the lake. Would you care to tell us who that was? We couldn't see who it was in the chaos of the press evacuation.
Oh, yes. It was that astronomy grad student, Pearson. Pearson had the idea of moving around the object, studying it, and as he approached from one side, me and 2 of my deputies advanced from the front with a peace offering. It was a white t-shirt tied to a pole. We had the idea of a flag of truce. We didn't know if those creatures knew what that meant, but we thought we'd give it a try. Then something happened. We're asking everyone to evacuate north of Hall of Fame as quickly as possible.
What did you see over there that is causing the evacuation orders?
This hump shape came rising out of the pit. I couldn't make out a small beam of intense light, like a laser, but wider and hotter, with an intense piercing sound. I heard one of my deputies yell, "What's that?" That's when the flames got him. It was like nothing I'd ever seen. A blinding jet of flame sprung from that mirror, and it hit my boys head on. Good God, I can still hear their screams. They burned to ash. Then the whole lake caught fire. The trees, the cars, a couple reporters still hiding nearby. Even the state troopers standing by were caught up in the blaze. It spread everywhere. And it's not done either. It's coming this way. About 10 minutes behind me. We need to evacuate these bars as soon as possible.
Sheriff is all of it. We were having a great night. One of the best nights we've had in weeks, and that sheriff is so against drinking that he stages this Martian fiasco? That's just petty and weird. I am telling my customers that they can stay. I haven't seen anything but nice folks having a good old time, and I mean, this is ridiculous. Do you even have a warrant?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another business owner stepping forward. What is your name, ma'am?
Wilma Clear.
Ma'am, please stand back. It's on the way. We need to evacuate these people.
Miss Clear, so you believe this scene was entirely created by the sheriff's station to put a damper on your business?
Absolutely. I think this town is looking for new and crazy ways to shut my industry down. Tell me something, ma'am. Have you seen any of those so-called Martians with your own eyes?
Get out of here, please.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Well, that's fake news.
Well, it seemed pretty real, but maybe a professional theater artist could stage it.
Exactly. I've seen what those theater artists here at OSU are capable of, and I've been impressed. I want to see a Martian walk right through my door, order a drink before I send anyone out of my bar. I mean, this is just a stunt pulled off by excellently trained, industry-ready theater majors funded by the higher-ups to teach us some sort of lesson.
Oh my God! Oh my God! They are already here! Please, if you can hear my voice, run to it!
Oh, God.
Carla? What is happening? Carla!
Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue the broadcast from the strip. Evidently, there's some difficulty with our connection. However, we will return to that point at the earliest opportunity. In the meantime, we have a late bulletin from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Professor Indelkoffer, speaking at a dinner of the Oklahoma Astronomical Society, expressed the opinion that the explosions on Mars are undoubtedly nothing more than severe volcanic disturbances on the surface of the planet. Now back to John Cooper and the Red Dirt Rangers.
From Illinois to California. From Illinois to California. We got a red hot music on Main Street, USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been handed a message that came from Stillwater City Council. Just a moment. At least 40 people, including 6 state troopers and military police, lie dead in the area surrounding Boomer Lake. Their bodies burned and distorted beyond all possible recognition. We're being asked to evacuate all of OSU in the Strip. 6th Street is clear, but the traffic is still growing. The next voice you will hear will be that of General Montgomery Smith, commander of the Oklahoma Guard in Ponca City.
I have been requested by the governor to place the counties of Payne and Osage as far east as Tulsa and west to Oklahoma City under martial law. No one will be permitted to enter this area except by special pass issued by state or military authorities. 4 companies of state militia are proceeding south from Ponca City to Stillwater and will aid in the evacuations of homes within range of military operations. Thank you.
Once again, that was General Montgomery Smith commanding the state militia at Ponca City. In the meantime, further details of the catastrophe at Boomer Lake are coming in. The strange creatures, after unleashing their deadly assault, crawled back into the pit and made no attempt to prevent the efforts of the firemen to recover the bodies and extinguish the fire. Combined fire departments of Payne County are fighting the flames which menace the entire countryside. We have been unable to establish any contact with our mobile unit at Boomer Lake or OSU, but we hope to be able to return there at the earliest possible moment. In the meantime, we take you to... Just a moment, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed that we received a message from an eyewitness of the tragedy. Graduate student Skip Pearson has been located at the outdoor patio of Eskimo Joe's. I'm not reading this.
You have to. It's contractual. They're a sponsor.
Fine. Eskimo Joe's, Stillwater's jumpy little jute joint since 1975, near OSU's campus, where he established an emergency observation post. As a scientist, he will give you his explanation of the calamity. The next voice you will hear will be that of Skip Pearson, brought to you by Eskimo Joe's. Pearson?
Of the creatures in the rocket cylinder at Boomer Lake, I can give you no authoritative information, either as to their nature, their origin, or their purposes here on Earth. Of their destructive instruments, I might venture some conjectural explanation. For want of a better term, I shall refer to the mysterious weapon as a heat ray. It's all too evident that these creatures have scientific knowledge far in advance of our own. It is my guess that in some way they are able to generate an intense heat in a chamber of practically absolute non-conductivity. This intense heat they then project in a parallel beam against any object they choose by means of a polished parabolic mirror of unknown composition, much as the mirror of a lighthouse projects a beam of light onto the water. That is my conjecture of the origin of the heat ray.
Thank you, Skip Pearson. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a bulletin from Stillwater. It is a brief statement informing us that the
What?
charred body of Carla Phillips
Oh my god.
has been identified in Stillwater Medical Center.
No.
Now, here's another report from the director of the Oklahoma Red Cross. 10 units of Red Cross emergency workers have been assigned to the headquarters of the state militia stationed outside of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Here's a bulletin from State Police, Stillwater office. The fires at Boomer Lake and vicinity are now under control. Scouts report all quiet in the pit and no sign of life appearing from the mouth of the cylinder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special statement from Mayor Joyce of Stillwater.
Good evening. We have received a request from the Oklahoma militia to place at their disposal our entire broadcasting facilities. In view of the gravity of the situation and believing that radio has a responsibility to serve the public interest at all times, we are turning over our facilities to the state militia in Payne County and have been asked to read the following breaking news. Am I still on?
Yes, we can hear you, Mayor Joyce.
I have a grave announcement to make. Incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead us to the inescapable assumption that those strange beings who landed in Stillwater tonight are the vanguard of an invading army from the planet Mars. The battle which took place tonight at Boomer Lake has ended in one of the most startling defeats ever suffered by any army in modern times. Several divisions armed with drones and rocket launchers pitted against a single fighting machine of the invaders from Mars. Maybe a dozen known survivors. The rest strewn over the battle area from Boomer Lake to the high school, crushed and trampled to death under the metal feet of the monster, or burned to cinders by some kind of fusion laser. The monsters are now in control of Hall of Fame all the way to Perkins Road and have effectively cut the city of Stillwater through its center. Cell towers are down from Perry to Perkins. Washington Road is impassable, and flights at the airport are discontinued except for a few private planes that are left undamaged. 6th Street is bumper to bumper with traffic. Police and Army reserves ask that you evacuate Stillwater calmly, without delay.
Thank you, Mayor Joyce.
Whoa. Governor Stitt is in Stillwater on Facebook Live. I'm going to hold up my cell phone to the mic so you all can hear.
Citizens of Oklahoma, I shall not try to conceal the gravity of the situation that confronts our state, nor the concerns of your government in protecting the lives and property of its people. However, I wish to impress upon all of you, private citizens and public officials, all of you, the urgent need of calm and resourceful action. Fortunately, this formidable enemy is still confined to a comparatively small area, and we may place our faith in the military forces to keep them there. In the meantime, placing our faith in God, we must continue the performance of our duties, each and every one of us, so that we may confront this destructive adversary with a nation united, courageous, and consecrated to the preservation of human supremacy on this earth. I don't want to infringe on your liberty, but I must ask you to keep a distance. Stay inside. Thank you.
You have just heard Governor Stitt speak from the McKnight Center. The Twittosphere is blowing up.
Here's a bulletin from Cushing. Hunters on four-wheelers have stumbled upon a second cylinder similar to the first embedded in the Cimarron River 1 mile south of Perkins.
We are informed that the central portion of Payne County is blacked out from radio communication due to the effect of heat rays upon power lines and electrical equipment.
Army field pieces are proceeding from Oklahoma City to blow up the second invading unit before the cylinder can be opened and the fighting machine rigged. They're taking up position in the foothills of the Wichita Mountains.
An official from Oklahoma City just tweeted that reports are being received from English, French, and German scientific bodies offering assistance. Astronomers report continued gas outbursts at regular intervals on planet Mars.
Another tweet from Perkins, Oklahoma. Scouting planes report enemy machines, now 3 in number, increasing speed northward, kicking over houses and trees in their evident haste to form a conjunction with their allies south of Perkins. Machines also sighted by telephone operator east of Morrison within 10 miles of Cushing.
The majority of verified users in Oklahoma tweeted their opinion that the invaders will be reinforced by additional cylinders. Attempts have been made to locate graduate student Skip Pearson of Mendenhall Observatory, who was observing Martians at close range. It is feared that he was lost in the recent battle.
Here's a bulletin from Woodring Field, Enid, Oklahoma. A flight of Air Force bombers carrying heavy explosives are flying north in pursuit of the enemy with scouting planes acting as guides. They have the speeding enemy in sight.
Attorney General Mike Hunter just tweeted that scouting planes reported 3 Martian machines visible above treetops, moving north towards Wichita, with the population fleeing ahead of them. Heat ray not in use. Although advancing at Tesla-like efficiency and speed, invaders pick their way carefully. They seem to be making a conscious effort to avoid destructions of cities and countrysides. However, they seem to be stopping to uproot power lines, bridges, and main highways. Their apparent objective is to crush resistance, paralyze communication, and disorganize human society.
Just a moment, please. Wait, I think I'm picking up radio signals from the Army.
I thought the Army was destroyed.
Bro, that's not the Army. I take econ with those dudes. That's the ROTC.
Range, 32 meters.
32 meters.
Projection, 39 degrees.
39 degrees.
Fire.
Didn't see the shot land. Maybe to the right.
Shift range, 31 meters.
31 meters.
Projection, 37 degrees.
37 degrees.
Fire.
No hit. The machines are moving closer. But wait, they've stopped.
Quick, get the range. Shift, 30 meters.
30 meters.
Projection, 27 degrees.
27 degrees.
Fire.
Can't see the shell land. They're letting off some sort of smoke screen.
What is it?
Black smoke, moving this way. Lying close to the ground. It's moving fast.
Masks on. Get ready to fire. Shift, 24 meters.
24 meters.
Projection, 24 degrees.
24 degrees.
Fire.
Still can't see. The smoke's coming nearer.
Get the range.
23 meters.
23 meters.
23 meters.
Projection, 22 degrees.
22 degrees.
Air Force bomber F-16 of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Lieutenant Voigt commanding 8 bombers, reporting to Commander Fairfax Perkins. This is Voigt, reporting to Commander Fairfax Perkins. Enemy tripods, machines now in sight. Guns now appear silent. No signs of heat ray. Evident objective is Boone Pickens Stadium. They're pushing down a high-tension power station. Planes circling, ready to strike. 1,000 yards and we'll be over the first. 800 yards. 600. 4. Green flash! Green flash! They're spraying us with flame. 2,000 feet. Engines are giving out. No chance to release bombs. Only one thing left. Drop on them. Plane and all. We're driving on the first one. Now the engines go.
Hello, is anyone listening? This is Crap Duster 8675309. This is Stillwater, Oklahoma, calling Perkins. This is Stillwater, Oklahoma, calling Perkins. Come in, please, over.
This is Perkins, go ahead.
The city has rallied together to fight the enemy force with 8 local crop dusters and anything else we can throw at them. The engagement with the enemy tripod machines over Payne County isn't going well. We dropped Roundup Weed Killer on the enemy in hopes of at least throwing them off their rhythm. It seems to have not affected them at all. Engines incapacitated by a heat ray, all crashed. One enemy machine crippled. Enemy now discharging heavy black smoke in all directions.
This is Edmond, Oklahoma. Over. This is Edmond, Oklahoma. Warning, I'm seeing more of that poisonous black smoke pouring out from Norman. Reaches all the way up to Moore. Urge population to move into open spaces. The highways are all clogged up. Tell your people to avoid congested areas. Smoke now spreading towards Valley Brook. Don't know how long I'll be in the air for. Old girl hasn't seen the sky in 40 years, but I'll stay out here as long as I can.
Edmund, are you there? Come in, please. Norman, you still in the air? I can't reach Edmund.
This is Norman, Oklahoma. Coming back at Perkins. I'm in the sky over the smoke right now. Last sight of Edmond some 30 minutes ago. Got bad news. Just saw another one of those silver cylinders come down fast. Might be more of them.
Norman, come back, over! Edmund, come back, over! Where are you? What's the matter? Over! Where are you? Over! Somebody tell me what you're seeing!
Oklahoma, emergency alert. Oklahoma, emergency alert. This is not a test. Evacuate the city. Alien invasion. Alien invasion. All roads to north closed. Use Highway 51. Avoid highways to OKC. Extreme traffic. All communication with Edmond, Norman, and OKC not operating. Army artillery, Air Force, all forces non-operational. Oklahoma, this is not a test.
We'll stay here until the end.
I hear singing on library lawn. I can see the campus and streets. All manner of cars overloaded with fleeing people pulling out from their driveways and parking spots. Streets are all jammed. Noise in the crowds like homecoming walk-around. Wait a minute. Enemy now in sight. Above Boone Pickens Stadium. Five great machines. First one crossing the campus. I can see it from here. Crashing buildings like a child running through tall grass.
I got a Reddit update from Oklahoma City. Martian cylinders are falling all over the state. One outside Edmond, one in Perkins. Norman seem to be timed and spaced. Machines have reached OKC, looming over downtown like a line of new towers in the city's west side. Reports they're lifting their metal hands. Black smoke drifts over the city. People in the streets running towards Bricktown. Thousands of them dropping in the canal like rats. Now the smoke's spreading faster.
JP, I can see smoke here outside the studio too. We gotta go.
It's reached the crowds. People are trying to run away from it, but it's no use. They're falling like flies. Now it's crossing Duck Street. Knobloch Street. It's 100 yards away. It's 50 feet.
This is Perkins calling Edmund. Calling Norman. This is Perkins calling Stillwater. Isn't there anyone on the air? I've been up here for hours running on fumes and I can't seem to get past the black smoke. No safe place to land. Isn't there anyone out there? Over. Stillwater. No, not now, you piece of junk. Hold on a little bit longer. Come in. Isn't there anyone? This is Perkins. Going down. Mayday!
You have been listening to The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. We'll be back with our conclusion in a moment.
Hi, this is David Kersner, proud head of OSU Theater and Dance. We all hope you are enjoying tonight's presentation. Please join us for some of our other fall radio shows, such as Charlotte's Web and our Distances series. We truly believe everyone belongs in OSU Theater and Dance. In these challenging times, it is especially hard for arts organizations across the world. The performing arts are such a vital part of our society. Please consider making a gift to your favorite arts organizations. You can give to OSU Theater and Dance by joining our theater circle at theater.okstate.edu. And now, the conclusion of The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells.
My name is Skip Pearson, second-year grad student from the astronomy department here at Oklahoma State University. I fear I might be one of the few survivors still left in the aftermath. Since the destruction that hit campus earlier this... I don't know how long it's been. What day it is. I've been... My plan is to... I don't know where I go from here. Even as I record myself now, it feels futile, shouting into a void. Hello? Anyone in there? No. Why would there be? Some part of me thinks I'll find myself in a history book someday. Primary source. Don't know what I have to say that's worth that, though. Hubris, I guess. All I've done now is, for days, is walk through the buildings that haven't been torn apart, just looking for something. Some sort of plan for what I'm supposed to do next. This is pointless. It's empty. I'm not sure if there's anyone left here. I don't know if there's anyone left anywhere. Recording myself makes me feel better about all of this. Another noise. Makes my walking around campus feel less pointless. If I'm honest, I just need some other noise. The quiet is getting to me. I haven't ever felt this kind of silence here. Or the wind is the only sound for miles. It seems comforting in short bursts, the feeling of leaving the ag fields right as dawn breaks. But here, looking through classroom windows that feel more like old film sets, some sort of ghost town in a horror movie. This place that never really slept is now dead. I'm dwarfed by these dorms. I never noticed how large Kerr Drummond loomed over the parking lots. Sometimes, I swear I see the silhouette of a person in the window, but just as I try to focus, they're already gone, as if they're afraid of the sound of my steps. I have to believe that others are hiding in these buildings, afraid of what sits waiting outside, but I don't know.
Stop! Where did you come from?
Here, I've been hiding out in the ag fields since everything happened.
Ag fields? That's out by the observatory where that guy...
Yes.
Oh, damn. You're the guy. Like, the guy. There's nothing here. This whole street was torn through by him. Only enough food survived in Kerr Drummond for one.
I'm not looking for food. I've been breaking vending machines along the way. I guess I'm looking for people.
What was that? Did you hear something just then?
Oh, only a squirrel. A live squirrel!
You get to know that squirrels have shadows these days. Say, we're in the open here. Let's crawl into this doorway and talk.
Have you seen any of them?
Nah. Gotta be halfway to Texas by now. Night the sky is alive with their lights, just as if people were still living in it. By daylight, you can't see them. Yesterday, I saw a couple of them moving out to the airport. I believe they're learning how to fly.
Fly?
Yeah, fly.
One of those rinky-dink planes could get to Dallas on a tank. Soon this won't just be our problem.
They got themselves in solid. They're gonna wreck the greatest country in the world. Those green stars are probably falling somewhere every night. We couldn't take down one machine with everything we had. When they start spreading, there isn't anything to do. We're done. We're toast.
Did you work here on campus?
Yeah. Kept this building here in order. Nah, I wouldn't know where to start with this place. We're just ants. And our hill just got stepped on.
And we're edible ants. I found that out. What will they do with us?
I don't have some plan. This isn't some conquering BS. Don't you understand, kid? This is punishment. Punishment for everything we did and every warning sign we ignored.
Punishment?
We're just one planet. And an infinite galaxy, and we had the balls to think we was all that it had to offer? We're ants, kid. Every other planet watched as we messed up over and over again for all of our existence. We could never figure out how to be kind to each other or even the planet we lived on together. We all acted like we could just hop on some other planets and start from scratch. But no! This was our one chance. And we took it for granted. Through sickness, fires, hurricanes, pandemics, and every other warning sign these better species were giving us, we turned a blind eye. Didn't want to change. 'Cause we would never listen. We got kicked in the teeth. A big ol' stomp to the anthill. It was coming for us for a long while.
So you think we deserve this?
You don't? Come on. You're smart. You gotta know I'm right about this. We've been chasing the wrong stuff. Always fighting for what would make us happy in the moment. Never considered anyone but ourselves. Never had the right distance from it all. No perspective.
Well, what do we do then? If you're right, that is.
I want to live. Yeah? And so do you. We're not going to be exterminated. We just gotta learn.
Meaning?
I'm going on. Right under their feet. I got a plan. Humans, as humans, are finished. At least in the way we've been going on. We don't know enough. We gotta learn plenty if we want a chance.
Yeah.
These things, aliens or angels, or whatever the hell they are, know that we got some judgment coming down the pipeline. Man has been sitting on this planet spilling filth for eons, and it's time to shut up and take notes. Let sleeping dogs lie. Whatever we were going for, that is in the past. Some plague like this doesn't just come down from the sky for nothing. There has to be some meaning, or...
Or it's random. They just happen to sweep through here just like they could have anywhere else. Our problem is we didn't know to take it as seriously as we needed to.
You're a man of science, kid. You need to open your eyes. When you look up in those stars, do you really think it's some random bullshit? We just float here and things like this, they just happen?
Why does that scare you?
Because if it's random, then my wife... They all died for nothing. And we let it go unchecked in spite of that. We decided to live like we always did, and some of us paid a lot for that. Everything for it. I don't have enough food for us both. Just get on your way.
I didn't mean to. I
Not
just meant...
enough food. If you intend on trying to take it, I promise it won't go well for you. Things don't work the way they used to. I say you get out of here. Just keep walking.
Okay. I hope you're right. Hope this changes us for the better. Goodbye. So I walked to my parents' house. There's not much left here. Just the vague structure of a house surrounded by rubble. The whole neighborhood is unrecognizable. I haven't gone inside yet. I don't think I can. This is the last place I thought to go. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I walked to Oklahoma City. Didn't know what else to do. Didn't see anything along the way, if you were curious. No people, no life, just empty cars. I don't know what I expected here, moving to a bigger area. As if a larger city would handle something like this better. This is just... I don't think I can describe it. It's like ground zero, but like everywhere. I don't really remember watching the Twin Towers fall, but it had to be something like this. There's just nothing, just a burning husk, and the building... The machines... They're empty. They're gone. The Martians are just gone. Or dead, or... The machines are abandoned, littering the streets. I don't know if we stopped them or if they just stopped. I see some shadows on the baseball field across the way. Oh. It looks like some kids playing catch on the diamond. I would have done the same thing when I was a kid if I knew nobody would stop me. Pretending to hit the game-winning home run in the ninth? I mean, it still sounds fun. Gotta find whatever fun you can now. Maybe I'll join them down there. I fear I might just be imagining this, but no, I swear on my life that... It's best I don't find out one way or another. I think I'm going to go back to Stillwater. This all feels so much more real here. At least back in Payne County, there wasn't as much to burn in the first place. I don't think I have anything else to say. I've run out of words. I think I'm just gonna leave my phone here. Maybe someone will find these recordings someday. Better chance leaving it here than anywhere else. If you have found this, and are also looking over the city from the Energy Center, I hope the view is nicer now. For the last time, this is Skip Pearson. Goodbye.
I don't know how long I stood there. Seems like many lifetimes before I felt the Lord fall away. I was walking down this alley, feeling so much better. I knew that I could take another day.
This is John Cooper, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of character now to assure you that the War of the Worlds has no further significance than as the holiday offering it was intended to be. The OSU Theater's own radio version of dressing up in a sheet, jumping out of a bush, and saying, "Boo! If we started right now, we couldn't TP your trees or egg your homes by tomorrow night." So we did the next best thing. We annihilated the world before your very ears and utterly destroyed Stillwater and OSU. You will be relieved, I hope, to learn that we didn't mean it and that both institutions are still open for business. So goodbye, everybody, and remember the terrible lesson you learned tonight. That grinning, glowing, globular invader of your living room is an inhabitant of the pumpkin patch. And if your doorbell rings and there's nobody there, that was no Martian. It's Halloween.
It's the Red Dirt Radio Hour. It's the Red Dirt Radio Show. It's the Red Dirt Radio Hour. Kick on back and let the good times roll.
Tonight, Oklahoma State University Theater and Ocala Media Group have brought you The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells, inspired by Orson Welles' Mercury Theater radio production and adapted for you tonight by our OSU Theater Company, featuring music by the Red Dirt Rangers. Tonight's production was directed by David Kersner, with assistant direction by MC Hedrick. Our cast was
Jackson Steele,
Courtney Noisette,
Olive Payne,
Annie Armstrong,
Major Metcalf,
and me, Nicholas Sumter. The sound designer was Lee Brazel, with his team, Destiny Pete, Evan Hawk, Jeffrey Sianyas, and Carly Gulcher. Our stage manager was Caitlin Schultz, and our assistant stage manager, Kaya Mortensen. Next month, we bring you fun for the whole family, with Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, premiering on November 19th. We leave you with this Red Dirt Rangers classic, Stillwater.
Been on this road too long, singing these same old songs. I miss my girl, and I miss my home. Show's over, time to pack my gear. Last call, get the hell out of here. We'll drive all night, we'll be home by the dawn. Damn the rain and the hell with the thunder. I'm going back to Stillwater. Lord, help me lift up this load that I am under. I'm going back to Stillwater. I bet the grass is growing tall. Summer's fading and it's almost fall. I wish that I was hanging down on the strip. Show's over, time to pack my gear. Last call, get the hell out of here. We'll drive all night, we'll be home by the dawn. Damn the rain and the hell with the thunder. I'm going back to Stillwater. Lord, help me lift up this load that I am under. I'm going back to Stillwater.
everybody, how is it still in Stillwater? It's Halloween, we're doing War of the Worlds.
More folks are back at work. Chick-fil-A has dine-in again.
Who is Skip Pearson?
He's pretty cool. Let's call him.
I've been observing some recent changes on Mars' surface.
Woo!
Ruffles, like the chips.
Hey, you know what they say? If you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, just wait a minute.
Do you believe in aliens, Chloe?
Extraterrestrial.
Oh, I love Carla. Hey!
Stillwater, Boomer Lake.
Mendenhall Observatory.
Go Pokes!
From Boomer Lake.
Go Pokes!
Before my eyes, like something out of a nightmare. I guess that's it. Looks more like a huge cylinder. Here's Chad Gibson, new pledge of Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity.
Sorry, bruh.
Closer and louder, please.
Sorry, bruh.
Alien spaceship thing?
Boo! Do you hear it?
Stand back! Adequately armed with rifles and rocket launchers.
What's that?
This is like a real-life horror movie.
Stillwater! Mayday!
We're being asked to evacuate all of OSU in the Strip.
27 degrees.
27 degrees. 23 meters.
Green flash! Green flash!
Where are you? Over. Somebody please tell me what you're seeing.
Alien invasion. Enemy now in sight above Boone Pickens Stadium.
Enemy now discharging heavy black smoke in all directions.
Stillwater!
The battle which took place tonight at Boomer Lake has ended in one of the most startling defeats ever suffered by any army in modern times.
Oklahoma, this is not a test.